I remember when plastic surgery was a taboo subject. Now you mention Botox and nobody raises an eyebrow.
Ouch.
I was thinking the other day, actually, do not touch must be the most terrifying thing to read in Braille. Think
Caution
about it.
hot.
Caution hot. Yeah. Yep. My doctor wrote me up a prescription for daily sex, but Carol insists it's actually for dyslexia. Think about it. And I bought a new stick of deodorant today. The instructions said remove cap and push up bottom. I can barely walk, but whenever I fart, the room smells lovely. Anyway, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Black Dog, number 248. I'm Lee.
I'm Darren.
I'm Jim.
There you go, Jim.
I'm Elton.
And this week, we're on delay. No. No, actually, no, this week we'll see how everyone's week's been. We will see if there's any feedback for last week's episode, which was Misery. And then we will move on to this week's movie, which is your pick, Dow, which was...
The Guest.
The Guest. Yes, Dan Stevens, swoony shower man.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. So we'll be getting to that soon enough. But first, let's get going. Let's try and stick to the format, because last week was a shit show and I completely forgot everything and none of it worked. So here we are. Let's see how it goes. So let's see how everyone's week's been. Hooray. Jim, how's it been, sir?
Fair to middling. I've completed the 2 unpleasant tasks for the year.
Oh, yes.
One was paying my tax.
Oh, God, you're right. Yeah.
Handy hint if you're in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Now, everyone has to do their taxes online now.
Yeah.
Which means, literally, since the April the 7th last year,
Yeah.
I've had texts, emails galore saying, it's time to do your tax return. Time to do your tax return. And some of them are, do your tax return as you get to near a deadline. Others are more, there's a webinar about how to do your accounting so you can do your tax return. every other day, right?
Yeah.
I did my return the other week.
Yep.
I'm sort of just, waiting. So, your calculation will be ready in up to 72 hours. I'm sat there, and I'm waiting for an email saying, right, we have your calculation so you can pay up.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. And I remember last year they did the same. And it's like after 11 and a half months of badgering me,
Right.
what they actually do is if you do your tax return, they go quiet. And you have to go and log in and see if they've done it yet and pay it. Because they're just waiting to try and you slips your mind and you try and pay it. It's on the 1st of February. And it's, penalty for you.
Yes.
It's like, you cheeky fuckers.
Jesus
Literally, you cheeky dark side motherfucker.
Yep.
But you don't catch me out like that.
No.
So I'm middle-aged and I'm getting to being outraged with Tunbridge Wells and signs about complaining letters about servicing.
I know this shit down in a diary, goddammit.
Yeah, so if you've happened to have to file your own tax return and you're just waiting to get the bill, don't wait, log on to the website because it will be there probably and they've just not told you. They're actually not giving you a reminder to try and catch you out, the fuckers.
Nice.
But the other unpleasant task we had done today was the annual appointment with the hygienist to clean my teeth, which is, despite all the horrendous medical procedures I've had in the last few years, that's still the one that fucking grinds my gears. One is kind of like, they always tell you, your gums bleed a lot when we poke them. Well, maybe you don't poke them. I don't poke them. I don't have a problem, okay? So how about that? You can keep your fucking hook implements and take them back to the Saw film set you bought them from and fuck off, okay? And secondly, it's the 21st century. If you are going to have a whizzy thing going around your mouth to clean my teeth, can we just have it, calibrate it so the sound isn't the fingernails on blackboard frequency? It's like 15 minutes of torture of me just going, I'll fucking lamp you in a minute if you don't stop.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that is done now.
Right.
And I will not be doing that for another year, despite what my dentist said. They keep trying to have every 6 months. No, I don't think so, because you were privatized by Bupa, and you can fucking fuck off.
You can fucking wait for the money.
Yeah, it was good. And once a year was good enough before, and it's good enough now. So fuck you.
Yep.
So those are done. And so that's the unpleasantness of January done with.
Right.
And that's done with both that bollocks he's done with for another 12 months now.
Yeah. Now just
I
on
have
to the
a brief
unpleasantness
respite
of the
from
rest.
emails from HMRC for a couple of months until
Nice.
January the 7th, and it starts all over again.
Oh,
Done your
God.
tax return yet? No, I fucking haven't.
Yeah. Oh, right. Cool. Well, so fun week for you then.
Oh, yes. I also discovered what I believe is the longest running horror franchise.
Okay. Go for it.
Do anyone take a punt at what it is?
The United
Something
States of America.
Oh, topical.
Very
like it,
good.
like it.
Little bit of politics there. Okay.
Something horrific that's been going for a long while. EastEnders. No?
How about the Puppet Master?
Now, that's close, but this is... There are films that have more films in their franchise, but that involves various like reboots, resets, and whatnot. But this is, I believe, 18 films and been going
18?
continuously since 1988.
Oh, VHS.
No,
Phantasm.
nope. There's no Phantom 4. That's man. It's
yeah.
a series called Witchcraft, which no fucker's heard of.
Including this fucker. I've no
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. If you sort of Google it, you will recognize the cover. You will have seen it in video shops back in the 80s. But these are all straight to video, shot on video, and judging by the cover posters, after about part 6, it starts getting a bit like soft porny looking.
Oh, right.
What
What did you say the name of it was again? It's
Witchcraft.
You know, just so I
The
can
Witchcraft
just make
film
sure,
series.
so I don't stumble over it one
Ask me
night.
for a friend.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing a series of shows for my Patreons on the history of witchcraft in cinema, and I've hit the 80s, and I've never seen these. I remember the first couple in the video store, because I think it was released, and the first 3 were released. I thought, oh, that's a mark of quality, isn't it?
Yes.
And we never watched any, but I actually watched the first one last night. And basically, it's the plot of the first one is very much a watered down version of Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah.
Imagine if an American daytime soap circa 1987 did a version of Rosemary's Baby.
Oh, right.
That's what it was
Is
like.
it more like Rosemary's
awful.
Aunt's Baby or something like that? Yeah, is that what it is?
Well, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, it is kind of there's all creepy neighbours like Rosemary's Baby, but it's all so 80s and particularly so 80s daytime soap opera. Like people just slobbering around in the house in like giant shoulder pad jackets and shit like that.
Yeah, I'm looking
As
at
a
the
time
posters.
capsule of 80s fashion, it's it's a valuable artifact.
Yeah.
As a film, absolute bobbins with special effects are basically on the level of. Do you remember the old vision mixing they used to do in 70s Top of the Pops?
Oh, yes. Yeah, where it just kind of crossfades.
Look, his face has gone into a kaleidoscope. Yeah, that was the level of the special effects, and this was 88.
Nice.
And Top of the Pops did it better in the
Nice.
72.
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking at the posters now. The first one's got this lady lying on her back.
That's the one.
covered
Very
in-
80s heavy metal.
Yeah, very 80s heavy metal. Looks like David
Yeah, she's not in
Coverdale.
the film, by the way.
Yes. Yeah, Sir not appearing in this movie.
Yes.
Then the second one is Witchcraft 2, The Temptress, and it looks like the same logo, but there's a lady with just her boobs hanging out, and it's just been superimposed over the original poster. And then the third one is called Kiss of Death, Witchcraft 3, and it's the same lady again, except now she has been joined by a man who is also similarly undressed and laying on top of her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, yeah, I think by the time we get to 16, we're into full gynecological exploration internal cams, aren't we? On the posters?
Witchcraft 16, Electric Woogaloo. Yes.
No, the witchcraft films have far better titles. I think one's Hollywood Coffin or something.
Yeah, a womb with a
Where's my
No?
Wikipedia? Yes, we have. The Virgin Heart, Witchcraft 4.
Oh God!
Witchcraft 5, Dance with the Devil. 6, The Devil's Mistress.
Of course.
9, Bitter Flesh.
Oh, bitter
Mistress
flesh.
of the Craft. Sisters in Blood. My favourite one, though, In the Lair of the Serpent.
Ooh, Lair of the Serpent.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I will not be watching anymore.
You sure? Sure.
Well, I'm doing for Patreon. I'm tempted to say, calculate how much wine I'll need and put a price tag on it and say, if you want me to watch them all and I can find them, if you raise this much money, I will do it.
This challenge has been sponsored by Merchant Wines Warehouse. Yeah.
Come to the lair of the serpent. Oh, shut up and put your trousers on.
I can do your bitter flesh. You want a bitter flesh? Oh my God. Standing there with a cigarette hanging out. Editor guy. I can do your bitter flesh.
Bit of flesh, Mike. No, why? No, doesn't work.
Cool. So you're not doing all 16 then?
No, for the love of God, no.
Oh damn, Jim.
I know. So,
Watch along. I'll pay. I'll pay so that you pay. You will pay.
well, be careful. If they turn up on Amazon Prime or a streaming service near us,
Oh
we
lordy,
might have to
lordy.
dip in.
Oh jeez. That's a threat. Though I will say I now have my finger on the red button for my one. I found something yesterday that is just it's mutually assured destruction. So I'm saying I will not press this button unless I'm threatened. I found it and I thought, is that the oh dear, yes. Anyway, sorry, Jim. Go on.
Good, eh?
No, that was me done on that bombshell.
On that bombshell, okay. On the threat of the 16 witchcraft movies. Yes. Right. Well, skipping over you, Elton, because you are still spending all of your week resuscitating the Harry Potter owl.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I mean, can I just ask? I mean, I know you haven't done anything this week, but you know, is the owl now gone from the wilderness over the fence that you lobbed it over?
I haven't been back to check, but no neighbours have knocked on my door. No bodies have been found in the middle of the road either, so that's a good sign.
No thousands of letters inviting you to Hogwarts coming down your chimney.
No, that was our last chance. You know, the old pheasant hit the window, and that was it. The old letter just went poof in a puff of smoke.
He doesn't want to know.
Yep.
Fine. We sent our finest letter pheasant, and he didn't want to know.
Remain a muggle.
So okay, so Elton's remaining a muggle forevermore. Did you manage to get the pheasant stain off the window though?
Let's say yes.
No, you're going to have it framed instead.
Cut the pane of glass out with a pheasant print on it.
All I could think of about cutting glass was it Sean Connery that cut some glass in a circle
with a laser.
I'm thinking of Entrapment, but it might be Mission Impossible. I can't remember what it is.
Impossible. He's never been in Mission Impossible.
No,
The Rock.
No, Tom Cruise did it. Tom Cruise did it on the Burj Khalifa.
Oh,
Burj
that's
Khalifa,
it.
didn't he?
Yes,
Cutting through the glass
Yep.
while hanging outside on a piece of string.
That's it. That's how I'm going to preserve the pheasant face.
Splatty the pheasant. Okay, fine. Well, we'll move on then. If you got nothing to tell us about the bloody pheasant,
Nope.
Just why? Just
Nout.
move on.
Now,
Okay. Well, then over to you then, Dal. What's your week been like?
not really exciting this week.
Okay, my week. No, sorry. Go on.
I did manage to get my new glasses.
Oh, yeah.
To get my new glasses.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was getting pretty desperate by the end of it. I just the glasses themselves really did just fall apart. The glue gave way, everything on the arm, and it's like people are not going to take me seriously in work because I'm standing there with this half an arm pointing in one direction and the glasses going in another. So
should have just snapped him in half and pretended you had a monocle.
I could have done that, couldn't I?
Close
Yes.
one eye
No,
and just-
listen here. Yes.
Just sit there with one glass lens just poked into your eye.
Eyeballing people with that. Yeah.
Mm.
Let's see, what else did we do this week? I took a trip into, what was it? TK Maxx. That was it. TK Maxx. What a wonderful Aladdin's cave that place is, isn't it? Jesus H. Christ. It's like a professional jumble sale gone wrong. It's just, how fucking random is everything? Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining because there's lots of shops out there that are basically all the same, right? There's nothing new and exciting in any of those. This is one of the last type of shops that you can truly go into and not know what to expect, right? It's like it's like somebody takes the middle aisle of Lidl, the mysterious middle aisle of Lidl, and expands it into an entire shop, right?
Yeah.
That's what fucking TK Maxx is like. Now, I don't know what we went. I can't remember what we went in to buy. I think we went in to buy something like a kitchen utensil or something like this, and we came out with loads of other stuff. It's like you go, it's like going down the shops to buy a loaf of bread and coming home with a solar panel. It's just that's basically the experience you get with TK Maxx. So I shall be going back there. I mean, it's like you can see the timer. It resets. It's like an RPG. It resets itself. The actual the people selling this stuff, the merchants reset themselves once every 36 hours. So, or you can pay to have it reset straight away. So I think I'm going to go back there and just see if there's anything else that's quite random in there.
Okay.
I can't. Yeah, there's like, oh, look at that. And, oh, wow, look at this. Banana shoes. Wow, that's just fabulous, TK Maxx. And you go to the shoe section and it's, each section is done by shoe size, not by shoe design or anything. So you've got like 50 odd pairs of shoes. They're all size 12. Some of them maybe size 11. Yeah, fucking hellfire.
Nice. I feel like there's an investigative journalism piece you could do for YouTube. You just sort of like, this is Darren Barnard in TK Maxx as the time clock sort of flicks over. You can sit there and go, oh yeah, look, it's renewed, and I've now got 3 pencil sharpeners and
home missile defense system. There we go.
You've been given £7.40. See what you can buy.
What can you buy? Yeah.
What's this? British nuclear secrets? Wow. Imagine finding that on the shelf there. That's quite random, isn't it, children?
I was in the middle aisle of TK Maxx and I bought Greenland.
Yay! Yes, I own it now. I'm the captain now. Yes, me.
I found a Nobel Peace Prize in Greenland.
Fucking hell, yes.
Yeah.
Christ away. It counts. Anyway, yes.
Yeah. Anyway.
So apart from that, what else have I done? Just caught up with Fallout, which really enjoying still. Looking forward to the next episode.
Yeah,
ended on quite a bit of a cliffhanger.
Okay,
but you can't really say much about the series just because you give it away because it's far too new.
Okay.
Let's see. What did I go to the cinema to watch this week? Oh, bloody hellfire! Let's see. Christ, I've forgotten. I've completely forgotten what I went to watch.
It's okay.
Is it Star Wars Episode 1? Is it Star Wars Episode 2?
Is it Ewoks Caravan of Courage?
Is it Ewoks Caravan of Courage, Darren? No. It was something else. Let's see. See, that's how memorable it was.
Was it the Bone Temple?
No,
28 years later. That's it. 28 years later, Bone Temple. That's it. Yes, it was that. Yes, I know you did. So, do you want to chip in on this one?
Yeah, we can blend into my week because I've only got one other thing after that. Yeah, what did you think?
I thought it was good. It's just I kept hearing that this was like, it's just film of the year, and this is always bad news to tell me that before I go and see a film. I try and avoid, good reviews of anything. If I'm going to read a review, I want to read a shit one. So I go with my expectations set low, but it's like, it got a good write up.
Yeah.
So I mean, I really enjoyed it. I love the character pieces in this. I love Ray Fiennes is still possibly my favorite character in this new trilogy so far.
He's got a good taste in music as well.
Oh, he has, and he's got a wonderful taste in theatrics as well in this one. But he's Doctor. I love his character. I think he's just absolutely brilliant. And I also thought, is it Jack O'Connell, the actor?
Yes,
it is. Yeah, he's so good in this as well.
Yes,
as the chief villain.
Yeah,
type
Jimmy
bloke.
Crystal.
Jimmy Crystal.
Lord Jimmy Crystal.
How's that?
How's that? Yeah.
Yeah, really, really good performance, and the bit with it, just lovely, just very well written. Not so heavy on the infected action in this one,
right?
And what I hear is, if it hadn't been for the director, you wouldn't have got any of it at all. She actually fought hard to get it put in, because she was like, I joined this bloody franchise to direct some infected, so give me some infected.
Well,
so,
I mean, without spoiling it, I can see why it was as low as it was. It made sense.
It's a very character driven piece. This, so if you're going to go and you're expecting it to be fucking infected left, right, and centre like other episodes in this series, you're going to be a bit disappointed, because it is very character driven. It's very, it's very well written though, very well acted by all and sundry. And like I say, for me, Ray Fiennes, he is the star of this. He's the star of this new trilogy, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So yes, thumbs up.
Cool. I mean, for me, I went in to see it. I had the best possible experience seeing it, because I went to the View Cinema now, where they've got these new Ultra Lux seats.
All right.
Yeah, where they actually give you a little cushion. They give you a little pillow.
Give you a little cushion, do they?
Yes, to go with you. Yeah, this sofa, no joking, is like a proper old fashioned armchair, but you can control like the footrest independently of the back, and you've got arms that are probably about a foot wide on either side, and it's just really good, really
like
good.
like an armchair, you mean? Like, a magic armchair. Is that right? Is that really? That has little compartments that open up and produce things like badges on bits of ribbon. Is that right?
Exactly like that. Now then, what have I got here in my magic chair? Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I know exactly.
Isn't that the thing that got that court injunction against you? That evidence. Is that not it? No. Right.
Yeah. Steve Coogan's doing a story of my life now. So I was already I went to see it first thing on Wednesday morning.
Yep.
And went to see it, sat right in the centre, nobody else in the cinema, and it was perfect. It was a perfect viewing experience, and I don't know if that maybe coloured my opinion of it, but I enjoyed every second of the film. I found the only thing I found, which isn't a spoiler as such, because it's just telling you like how the characters are laid out, but the only thing that kind of slightly disappointed me was that the boy from the first 28 years later becomes almost a guest in his own film trilogy in the second one. Not saying that he's not there or anything bad happens to him or anything good happens to him. I'm just saying that the character kind of disappears off to the side slightly to sort of make way for Jack O'Connell's malevolent Jimmy Crystal and Dr. Kitson, played by Ray Fiennes. I also found it incredibly heartfelt in places. There were some real decent character moments that came out of left field that you weren't expecting. And yeah, I was really taken with it. And by the end, I was like, oh my God, this is so silly. It's brilliant.
Yep.
Fucking Iron Maiden kicks off. It's just like, oh my God. There's a whole montage to Ordinary World by Duran Duran, which I just thought,
oh man, that was great.
there's Radiohead for Needle Drops just playing around. I mean, there's such a good soundtrack. I went and got the soundtrack straight away. But yeah, as far as the infected thing is concerned, they're there. They are in it, and there is one specific scene that they're in, and I thought, oh, this has implications, which I found quite interesting. And yeah, and the fact that they weren't around didn't bother me as much, because it's kind of what I was expecting from the first 28 Years Later, which is that, you know, we're this thing's been going for 20 odd years, so you know, they're either going to die off, or they're not going to be the same as what they were, or even as prolific as they were. So it didn't bother me. And then again, this is no spoiler if you've seen the first film, the first 28 Years Later, the Jimmies are pretty damn effective at dealing with them. So they kind of aren't a threat anymore. So even when you do see them in this film, you don't feel like anyone's in danger unless it's like a standard, shall we say, civvy, a normal person. Yeah. So yeah, I didn't have as much a problem. Go on.
I think after 28 years, you'd think you'd be carved out of wood at that point, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You've got rid of the chaff, and you're left with the wheat.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and you got the real hardcore sort of floating about dealing with them. So yeah, I didn't have so much of a problem with that. If I had any problem, like I say, it's that Spike, the character of Spike, gets slightly sidelined, and at the end goes, oh, and you go, ah, and then everyone goes, show me more, and it goes, no, credits. And you're like, fuck.
Come back for the next one.
Yeah, come back in part 3. So yeah.
I think what they've probably tried to do is make each film sort of like, you know, orbit around a different character. So it's I think that's the way they're doing it by the looks of it. I mean, the first one was the kids' film, and then this one is definitely
Kitsons.
Definitely
sure.
Kitsons.
Yeah,
definitely Kitsons.
Yeah.
And yes, indeed. So thumbs up. I think thumbs up all round. Yeah,
totally thumbs up. Yeah, I enjoyed it more than the first one, to be honest.
I'm going to have to see it a second time, I think. Like I said to Riz, we were coming out of cinema, I was like, I think that's going to need a second watch for me, personally.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's probably stuff that it'll have a different effect, I think, next time on me. I don't know what it was, but it was like having a salt beef sandwich, but without you notice the salt is missing. You know, it was kind of like, it was like, this is delicious, but I don't know. There was
you didn't sign up for this sort of thing.
Yeah, and it's got nothing to do with the amount of infected that's in the film. That's secondary. It's, you know, I can go with good character pieces, and there were plenty in it, but I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. So, but like I say, I've done it. I've watched it now, so I think a second watch, and I'll be locked into this. I've done this with other films before in the past, although they've, you know, other films where I've done that have been like I've looked at them and thought, oh, this is fucking shit. Maybe I do need to watch it again, and they've turned out to be brilliant. So I'm hoping that's the case with this. Like I say, I didn't think it was shit. The performances all round, and yes, you know, Iron Maiden, yes. And it is a human number. So, anyway, yes. 667, the neighbor of the beast.
Yeah. Anyway, yes, cool. Anything else, mate?
No, apart from actually started to play properly the Quarantine Zone game I was telling you about. You know, one with the people coming in for the scanning with stuff up their backsides.
Mm-hmm.
Very much enjoying it. Although I've got to admit, to begin with, my first run wasn't exactly brilliant because they give you a little rundown of like your performance from the day before, and you get like money if you get lots of, you get stuff correct, you get money for it. You so like your purse gets bigger, and the more stuff you do wrong, the more money you get taken away from you.
Yeah,
and I thought to myself that, oh, this person's a zombie. Yeah, oh, he looks very suspicious. I'm not even going to bother putting him in quarantine. Send him over. And it's like, I got, out of the 6 people I had come through the gate, apparently I sent 5 of them to liquidation incorrectly. Yeah, because they've got like a little hut, right? And if you think that they're like, they are infected, and it's like, there are too many signs, this is definitely he's definitely one of the infected. You can just click on the liquidation building and you see him walk off over and he goes, oh, I'm looking forward to really sort of like enjoying my time in the survivors camp. And you're just watching him walk off, and this guard, this ominous guard dressed in a gas mask and all these sort of like, the fatigues, just follows behind them. And it's like, bye-bye. Yeah. And then you turn around to break the next one through, and you suddenly hear the shot.
Right.
You turn around, you see the black smoke coming out the top of the chimney in the actual building.
Oh dear!
And then, so the next go I had a go of it. I thought, right, okay, we just let's send some more people to quarantine just to see how they get on for a night. Sent them off, came back. Everybody had been eaten apart from 2 people who turned into zombies within the actual quarantine section. Like, I think I really need to rethink this. Yes, indeed. But like I say, I'm enjoying it. It's a good laugh. It's a lot of fun, and I'm getting more and more technology as I go through it. So yeah. Oh, and the zombie attack sections where you get the gates and everything else. The walls get attacked at night. Yeah, and you've got a drone, and you're taking these things out. You like zip around and fucking shoot them with a machine gun, or hit them with high explosives and stuff like this. You can see where they've planted explosives throughout all the cars that are laying outside the gates. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Yeah, a lot of fun. So different types of games held within one single one.
Nice.
So there you go. But that's it for me.
Okie dokie. Nice. Well, in addition to the 28 years later Bone Temple, which I went to see, what else happened? Well, yeah, only one other thing. On the same day as going to see Bone Temple, I'm getting ready, and I'm just coming downstairs, getting ready to get in the car, and then I noticed that Carol was out on the front drive looking at the side of the house, and I'm thinking, because she's sort of like looking, and I'm like, what are you looking at? And she goes, oh, look at the overflow out of the wall. And I'm looking at an overflow, and it's about halfway up the house, and out of the wall there's this kind of constant stream of water, and I'm like, okay. So I run back in the house, go upstairs, and to where I roughly think the overflow is, and it's the toilet. So I'm thinking, okay, so the toilet's overflowing, and I open up the cistern, look inside, and I can see what's happened immediately. It's the and I'm going to give you this one for free, the ball cock, and I will only there you go, and I will only refer to it as that once. Otherwise, it will be the float, not the ball cock. But anyway, the float valve has raised up, but it's not stopping the water coming out. So
right. So how did you resolve this? I need to know.
Yes. Well, so what I did was I looked at the valve. I pushed it a little bit to see if there was any way of stopping anything. Hold on. If everything goes wonky, it's because the cat's about to jump on my keyboard. But anyway.
Right.
And then I realized, no, this is not working. I can't do anything. This valve is broken, and it's broken open. So I go to Carol. Okay, don't worry about it. I'm going to be gone for... I just need... Oh, my God, this cat is soaking. He's trying to get... Oh, no, don't just sit on the keyboard. No, stop it. Motherfucker. He steps on the keyboard. Right, I'm going to hold on to him. If you suddenly hear some scratching or a meowing, that's because the cat is soaking wet and he's all over me. Anyway.
Danger.
Voltage. So anyway, so I can't do anything about it. So I think, right, fine. I go downstairs. I switch off the water. And I think, right, fine. Switch the water off. I say to Carol, before we do this, here's some water. Fill up the thing. Fill up kettles and whatnot. I will switch off the water, go see the film, and I'll buy a new inlet valve, float valve for the cistern. No problem. So she goes, right, fine, no problems. Turn the water off, go see the film, go to B&Q afterwards, go to the guy and say, yeah, I've taken photos of all the stuff. I go to the guy, I need a new ball float valve to put in this cistern. The guy goes, oh, yeah, fine, no problems. There you go, 14 quid. Like, oh, touch, love it. Go home, make sure the water's still off, fantastic. Flush the toilet, brilliant. That's all done. I open the valve, and a jet of water, no joking, like a Karcher, like a jet wash, shoots across the room, fires up the wall, flies all over the bathroom. I'm like, what the fuck? I put the valve back on to block it all up. It's like, that kind of joke, the pig trying to put the cork back in.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, fucking hell, tie it all up. Now I feel like I'm on Das Boot. Because, like, literally, there's water dripping off the ceiling, off the walls, off of me. There's a 3 mil sort of film of water all over the floor, and I'm like, how the fuck is there still water coming through? Turns out, after a little bit of investigation, that the water tank in the loft is servicing the toilet. So I'm like, great. I know what I'll do. I'll go upstairs and I'll turn off the water tank. I'll seal it off. Go up to there. There is no valve to the water tank. The water tank is just gravity driven. There is nothing I can do except empty the tank. Now, this tank, no joking, is probably about 2 meters across by about 4 foot tall. This tank of water. So I have to go to all the sinks and to open them all up because they're the only way they'll empty it out. And then what I did is, as the pressure was starting to go down, I undid the valve in the toilet again. It fires out, but not as strong. And then I'm just constantly sitting there for 30 minutes, filling up the cistern on a pissing water, just filling up the cistern and then flushing, filling up the cistern, flushing. I was there for an hour.
Wow. Just
emptying the toilet and the sinks and everything. And eventually, it stops. Right. Fine. Okay. No problem. Done. So, I go to the cistern. I unscrew the unit, pull it out. Brilliant. It's all one thing. The float is fine. No problem at all. I put the new one in. No problem. It's all fine. It's perfect. I go like that. I go under the cistern to screw it to the pipe that's coming out of the wall, and it's short by 3 mil.
What?
It literally stops short of the pipe. The thing coming out of the cistern, the main valve unit coming out of the cistern, falls short. So it's literally about 3 millimeters above the pipe that I need to send it to.
You're like Doc Brown stood on a big clock tower, aren't you?
I am trying to pull it together, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Then I suddenly think, "No. Think seriously, Lee. There's a rubber seal around this new unit. All I've got to do is tighten it up till this thing goes through the rubber seal and comes down to meet the pipe." So I tighten it and 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 keep going. Get it till I hear sort of that kind of thing where the pipe and the unit are touching each other. Brilliant. Got it down as far as I can go. I take the nut from the pipe that's taking the water to the valve. Mm-hmm. I lift it up and it doesn't fit.
Lovely.
Now I'm lying
Job's
there.
a good one.
Carol comes in and she goes, "Maybe Raj next door's got some tools to help out." And I'm like, "No, I will do this. I will do this.
I am a man. I will do this by myself. I will not ask for help.
I am a Klingon, and this is my honor." And so
it's a good day to DIY.
I'm sitting there, and I'm trying all these different things, and it turns out, after a lot of fucking about and swearing, and still bearing in mind that the floor is soaked, I'm soaked. I'm underneath the cistern. I'm using a sponge as a pillow to keep my head
Jesus
up in the air. I feel like I feel like I'm in Das Boot. Any second now, Carol's going to run in and go, "Alarm!"
What's the German for run silent?
Exactly. And I'm just waiting, sort of like all I can hear is droop, 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 thinking, "Oh God, there's water dripping somewhere. What's going on?" Anyway, I finally work out that what I can't do is I can't move the pipe because the pipe is cemented into the wall and there's no give, and that's why the thing won't connect. I go, "Fuck it. That's it. Fuck it. I'm done." I get up, look at my clock. Now, bearing in mind, I went to see 28 years later at 11 o'clock. The film's 2 hours long, so I get out around about 1 o'clock. I go to B&Q, get the valve, and come back home. That puts it about 2 o'clock. I've spent an hour and odd trying to empty the fucking tank. Now it's like 3, half 3, something like that. By the time I get to the fuck it stage, it's 6 o'clock.
Oh, my word.
And I'm like soaking, the floor's soaking. I'm refusing outright to go next door to Raj to get all of his tools and have him fix the fucking thing. And finally, I give up and I go, "You know what? Fuck it. Call a plumber." I call a plumber, emergency plumber. They go, "Yep, fine. No problem. We'll be here in an hour." So it's like, right, fine. So I sit down, make myself a cup of tea with the last glass of water in the house. The guy turns up, he looks and he goes, "You know what your problem is?" And I'm like, "No, tell me." He goes, "Yeah, the pipe's cemented into the wall. You've got no give to move the pipe to connect it."
Really? You don't
no.
say.
He goes, "You know what I'm going to have to do?" And I'm like, "What's that?" He says, "I'm going to have to attach a bit of flex pipe between the two, but I'm going to have to cut the pipe off. I'm going to have to cut it off. And I'm going to have to knock all that cement around the pipe out."
Oh.
He does all that. He attaches the flexi, and the flexi's too close to the cistern that it can't bend round to connect to the pipe. So it's like you can't fold it in half. It's got to go in a sort of nice loop. So he had to go to Screwfix direct. Screwfix closes at 8. He turned up at 7:45. I'm like, "Go! Fucking go! Fuck off!" He runs down. He goes off to Screwfix. He gets the thing. He forces the guy to keep the bloody place open. He gets the valve, comes back, connects it, and he goes, "Okay, all done." I'm like, "Brilliant. How much?" He goes, £285. Yeah. So I literally looked at him and I went, I could go down to the I can go down to the ATM and I can get 200 quid. Would you do something for cash? And he went, yeah, all right. 200 quid cash and 35 on the card, and I won't charge you VAT. So I'll save you 50 quid. And it's like, thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. I think our floor's just about dried out.
Is it?
Just about. But, you know,
Wow.
I came that close to actually doing it right. The problem was I was so fucking cocky after so many successes of like fixing the washing machine and fixing the dishwasher and fixing the tumble dryer and, you know, that sort of thing, that I was like, I can fucking do this. I'm fixing a new shower. I'm like, fucking do this now. I'm not, the black dog curse has been passed. I've done it. But no, the black
You
dog
spoke
curse.
too soon.
The spoke too soon, and you will pay £235 and fucking like it. So, yeah, great. Anyway, so yeah, that was my week. Fuck. Yeah, but all that because I saw because Carol saw an overflow running. So, best thing to do, ladies and gentlemen, my advice to you is ignore everything. It will go away. If you don't see it, it doesn't matter. Anyway, right. So that's my week. If let's just see. I think we've got one piece of feedback from Misery. So let's run this jingle.
It's feedback time.
Yes, so we have some feedback. We have some feedback for Misery, or the episode we did Misery on, shall we say. The first one was Sean Gleason, who just to sort of follow up on Elton's story, did a GIF of hello, Mr. Polly Parrot. I've got a nice fresh banana for you. Yes, because, well, you know, it's an ex-pheasant.
Yep.
So, no, then this is the interesting one. On the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/The Black Dog Podcast, we got a piece of feedback, which is Paul Kearns. Now, Paul Kearns writes, as an author, also named Paul, this film scares the crap out of me and I'm quite attached to my feet. Right? So, so given our discussion, you know, was this all Paul's fault for sort of indulging Annie, you know, and all that kind of thing? You know, did he push back when he shouldn't have done? I asked Paul. I came back and I said, so serious question. Following the cast discussion, would you have indulged Annie to read a book that was unpublished and clearly not in her wheelhouse? And would you have jumped in to rewrite a story just to keep her happy? Because part of the problem with Misery is initially Paul's dedicated to his art, which clouds his judgment. To which Paul Kearns, our author feedbacker here, says, I'd like to think that I would get over myself and rewrite the story to keep her happy until I was well enough to escape or somehow get help. I say this as someone who has a modern computer and cloud storage, so accessing a copy of the final manuscript is easy. The story was written in the mid-'80s and computers weren't on the level they are today, especially when it came to accessing files, and he was having to work on a typewriter. Paul's reluctance to rewrite it may have had something to do with that. To be fair, though, I doubt he would have realised just how far Annie was willing to go to keep her favourite author as a pet, what with the hobbling and all. I would cut him a little slack, even if his ego was also an enemy in the story. So there you go. An actual author's perspective on being stalked, being stalked and tied to a chair. Thank you for that, Paul. And if anybody else has any feedback on this episode or any other episode, feel free to chuck it at us. Send it in as a feedback email to feedback@blackdogpodcast.com, or like Paul, just leave a message underneath the latest episode on the Facebook group, which is facebook.com/groups/The Black Dog Podcast. Right. Okay. We'll leave it there for this half. I will roll the jingle. And when we come back, we'll be inviting in our guest. See what I did there?
Oh, nice.
Be our guest, be our guest, be our guest.
And The Guest is a 2014 American thriller directed by Adam Wingard, who most recently has been doing all the Kong Godzilla movies, which is quite a departure from this one.
You've got quite an interesting career. He's done a lot of very diverse films.
Yes, yeah, including the remake of The Blair Witch, the Netflix Death Note movie, yeah. Anyway, he's also starred in a few things. In fact, he starred in Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire as an uncredited pilot. Anyway, yeah, it doesn't matter. Right. Anyway, the movie stars Dan Stevens, Micah Monroe, Leland Orser, Sheila Kelly, Brendan Meyer, and Lance Reddick. Earning himself a lovely conservatory. The story centers on a US soldier played by Dan Stevens called David, who unexpectedly turns up at the house of the Peterson family, introducing himself as a friend of their son who died in combat in Afghanistan. After he has stayed at their home for a couple of days, a series of deaths occur, and the daughter, Anna, played by Monroe, suspects David is connected. The movie had a budget of $5 million. How much did it make at the box office? Elton?
One tight T-shirt and a steamy shower room.
Nice. Jim?
I'll say 15 million absolutely terrifying sudden changes of expression.
Yeah. Darren?
I think it made one fireball to the fucking eyeballs.
Yeah. Well, you're almost right. What it actually earned was a couple of blowjob cocktails and some cosmopolitans for the lads. Lovely. Now, actually, it only made $2.7 million at the box office, so it didn't go into profit at all. No,
I'm shocked.
it considered a flop. Considered a flop. So let's go. Even though it got the Empire Best Awards, Best Male Newcomer and Best Horror Movie at the Empire Awards 2015. Make of that what you will. Right, okay. Let's go around the table. Let's start with the people who haven't seen this film before. Elton, I guess that's you.
I guess so. Why not?
So what do you think, non-spoiler, of The Guest?
Well, I had things in my head to say. Let's say it's like the Bourne Identity, but it was reduced to clear.
Timu Born Identity.
Kind of, yeah.
Right. Okay.
I was having fun with it at the beginning, but the longer it went on, the more it felt like it was just made for TV.
Right.
Straight to TV, and it just lost me. And I have to ask everyone, what was the motivation behind any of this? Because I couldn't work it out. Maybe I missed one line somewhere. I don't know. But I was fully invested in actually watching it. But I must have missed a line somewhere where it laid out why he's actually doing what he was doing. And I don't know. That just went over my head. And so really he had no means to do what he was doing. I just don't understand why that was happening. So it's a very I'm torn as to did I enjoy it or not. I think I had fun with it. I don't know if I'd ever watch it again though.
Okay. I think as far as the motivation thing is concerned, we might get round to that
That's definitely
But
spoiler
we'll
zone.
Deal with that in the spoiler.
Definitely spoiler
Yeah.
zone. Yeah. Okie dokie.
Definitely spoiler zone.
Right, Jim. What about you? What did you think about it?
This was a second time watch for me. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I do love the sort of the heavy synthwave 80s vibes.
Yeah.
And just Dan Stevens is so damn magnetic. And it
Yeah.
does, it reminds me very much of The Hitcher.
Are you reading my notes?
No. It's a very similar thing of kind of, what happens when, the man who comes to dinner turns out to be a complete sort of superhuman psychopath.
Yeah.
Not like he's not usual sort of slasher maniac, but someone whose brain is just wired to fuck you up.
Yeah.
So I had tremendous fun with this second time around, even knowing what was coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a very fun little movie, and I say it was, it's one of those just to sit back and enjoy the mayhem and the brilliant soundtrack.
Cool. Okie dokie. For me, I sit somewhere between where you sit, Jim, and where you sit, Elton, because this is my second time of watching it, and the first time I don't think I was paying attention. I think it's probably safe to say. I watched it and I know the basic beats of what's going on, but if you would have asked me before today what actually happened, I'd been like, yeah, I don't know. I watched this one, and I watched it this time, and it was a game of two halves. And I found that the first half I had a lot of fun with, and I feel no shame in saying that I think Dan Stevens would have turned me.
With or without a steamy shower.
With or without the steamy shower. But
He has got dreamy eyes.
he does have dreamy eyes. So you got to be honest. You got to be honest. Anyway, so the thing was, I was really into the film, and I was watching it with Carol as well. So I've got her feedback kind of in this as well. And I was watching it through the first half, 2/3, and I was like, okay, so we're into, as you say, Jim, The Hitcher crossed with Uncle Buck, crossed with Liam Neeson from Taken. It was like, okay, he's malevolent, but he's a good guy, but he's a bad guy. I don't know where it's going. And then Lance Reddick turns up, and this is no spoiler because he's in the credits, but when he turns up, the film flips and becomes something entirely different in my mind, and it's just it loses the, I don't know, the cleverness, shall we say, the
subtlety, I think.
No, yeah, I suppose subtlety is the word, but it sort of turns from one type of film to another, and I kind of wasn't as on board for the second half as I was for the first. But for the Jack Reacher Uncle Buck Hitcher bit at the start, I'm all for it. But it kind of lost its way. It felt like it needed another 30 minutes to kind of explain something, and we will get to that in the spoiler zone. So it's kind of overall thumbs up. I had a good time with it, but I feel like the last 20 minutes kind of let it down a bit. So, what about you, Dal?
I still really love this film. I really enjoy it. I do have some caveats. It's just, and it is to do with Lance Reddick, and it's not him personally. It's not the way he acts, because I enjoy watching him in a lot of stuff. But it's just one line he comes out with, and it's kind of like it's almost like listening to a really good sort of symphony, right? Okay, all the music's playing, right, all really, really well, right? And just as it's going through it, suddenly there's a screech of an electric guitar for no reason whatsoever, and it changes the feel of the music. Right?
Yeah.
It's just one line he comes out with, explaining about
No,
Dan
fucking
Stevens'
plot.
character, and it's like, oh no, don't go there. I forgot. I obviously didn't hear this bit the first time. It's like, I'm watching this and I'm getting John Carpenter vibes, and there's like fucking references to this, that, and the other all over the place. And it's like I'm in with this, I'm in with the sort of, I can see the small budget, and it's like I can see what they're doing with it, and I'm really enjoying it. That's it.
Yeah.
I really do. But then Lance Reddick comes out with one line, an explanation as to who this character is, and it's like, oh no, this is no.
What are you doing,
it's like,
Lance?
It's like Lance. You're. It's like you've just walked into a western and gone spaceships, and it's like, oh no, because this has been western, and then you're spaceships, and it's no, because that just kind of that pushes it into an area that that gave it a corner where it should have been a nice round edge. So if I've got a complaint about it, it's just that line, which is just it's the small baked bean stain on a nice white shirt. That's what that is. It's just you even though it's probably hidden away somewhere, it's there. It's just even if nobody else can see it, it's there. So so there. But it's got. I'll tell you what it does have in it though. It's how how some films take a song and they give you they make a mark on that song that is not what's supposed to be on that song, but it's like, all right, I don't mind that song now because I've got this in my head rather than the cheesy 90s video that originally came with it.
Yeah.
Right? And it's the song, Because I Love You, The Postman. That song. Right?
Right.
Okay. It's got that thing we talk about, where you say something and then walk away from the situation. And it's like a comment over your shoulder. It's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
With the, here, have this. And so ever since watching this film, that song, I just see that scene.
Yes,
I see that scene now.
Right,
and it's changed that song for me forever. So so there we go.
Yes,
but sorry, that's my slightly non-spoilery review.
Lovely. That's cool.
Welcome to my. Thank you for that's been my TED talk.
It's been my TED talk. Right. Okay then. Well, as ever, we do not have any kind of spoiler zone section at all. In fact, I think the jingle's now going to be longer than the intro to this thing. In fact, actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do that again. Let's roll the spoiler zone again.
Yeah.
Be our guest, be our guest, be our guest. Shut up, Wesley.
There we go. We're into the spoiler zone. I for some reason that bloody Beauty and the Beast, Be Our Guest just came straight to my mind when the film started.
Oh, Beauty and the Beast. There's a link because I think he's in Beauty and the Beast, the live action version.
The live action one, yeah.
Yeah, as the Beast.
I don't just throw this together, Dal. It's just like there is planning.
Oh man, it's just so many levels.
Works on so many levels. Dan Stevens. Whoa. Anyway.
Oh, suits you, sir. Oh, is that Dan Stevens, sir? Oh, is he coming out of a steamy shower, sir? Oh,
sir. Choose you, sir.
Oh.
I think I've broken Jim. It's the 21st century, Grandad. Get with the times. Okay. So let's get going. We're into the spoiler zone. If you're listening to this now and you haven't seen The Guest and you intend to, stop listening. Go watch the film. It's 100 minutes in and out. Ooh, sir. And then basically come back and listen to us afterwards. Otherwise, we're going to spoil the shit out of it. And I've got hiccups, so that's good. Sudden intake of breath of seeing Dan Stevens step out of a shower. Anyway, so yes, let's get started. So straight off the bat, this film really wants you to make you feel like you're watching an 80s movie, right?
Yeah,
How-
I suppose, yeah.
I mean, you know, what with the font? I mean, the font for The Guest is literally Halloween and The Fog. That's John Carpenter all over.
Yeah,
The
John
Sins-
Carpenter everywhere in it.
John Carpenter is everywhere. The poor sod didn't get paid a bean for this, but he's literally cut through it like a stick of rock. Compared to something like Drive, yeah, which is similarly kind of all synthwave and everything's neon and all the music's kind of really cool and swish and smart. By the way, that reminds me, I've got to get Drive on Blu-ray after watching it for this podcast. But anyway, do you like that thing? I'm trying to word it. Do you like that thing, or do you think that kind of style is just kind of too knowing? And what I mean by that is, would this film have been fine if you just taken all that sort of extra sort of, hey, guess what? You saw those films in the 80s just like these ones. If you took all that away, would this film be any different? And is it made better by all the nostalgia washing over the top with the style and everything?
That's the thing, though, isn't it? It's like it's not quite clear as to what sort of time period this set in, because you've got that sort of sound going on with the music, but then you've got people holding smartphones, and it's like, so, I mean, I suppose it's, you know, it's this is the kind of fashion, is it? You know, everything that's old is suddenly new again. So I think it's truthful in that way, because the 80s is still quite big with certain individuals, you know. Me personally, where I think the that sort of like that synthwave thing is, you know, where it's apparent is the music. That's the thing where it stands out to me. Whereas everything else around it, not so much. And I think the music adds to the creepiness.
Right.
Especially this is why I bought the soundtrack. I just love the tracks in this, the music that's played in it, that sort of synthwave stuff. There's a good mixture of instrumental and stuff that's sung as well on the album, especially tracks like Stormfront and stuff like this. Absolutely brilliant.
And the Postman song.
And the Postman song, yes. Oh my fucking word! I love that. I just love that. Just the whole thing of here, fucking. Oh, by the way, take this. There we go. Rolls the grenade in, walks out. Boom! Love it. Just
Because I love
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That improved the song tenfold in my eyes. That is the video for that song now. Just a repeat of Dan Stevens walking in, rolling grenades and walking out. It's just that on repeat.
Yeah.
That's all it is. So yeah. But I mean, you could take that out if you wanted to. But I don't know. I think the soundtrack does emphasize certain things. I think it adds to the atmosphere.
Right.
I really do. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm biased towards it. I love the sound of it. I think you can do this kind of thing in a film, but is it done well? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. Is it just shoehorned in there, or does it feel like part of the furniture?
Yeah.
And to me, it feels like part of the furniture. I mean, that's my opinion anyway.
No, that's cool. I mean, it's just because it struck me this time watching it, and I'll come to you and you guys, Jim and Elton, but it struck me that watching it this time, it felt like especially when I kind of found the second half kind of weak, it felt like the slapping the 80s stuff on. Whereas it, like with Drive, it was kind of cut through the whole thing to give it an atmosphere and a vibe and a feel all the way through. The 80s thing on The Guest felt like a cynical kind of get out of jail free card, where it was kind of like, yeah, you know, we know the script's going to shit the bed in the last 20 minutes, but you know what? All movies in the 80s straight to VHS did this. You know what I mean? It's kind of not saying it explicitly, but kind of implying it by going, yeah, this is just like those 80s movies that you'd buy on, you know, like, I don't know, was it Steel Dawn, or, you know, The Hitcher, or was, you know, any kind of, you know, B movie that you'd pull out of the VHS at, you know, Blockbusters at sort of 11 o'clock at night before they lock up, and you want to watch something.
Yeah.
And I just thought, because I was thinking, why are they putting the 80s on there? What is it bringing? Because as you say, it doesn't look like it's in the 80s.
No.
And it just occurred to me that the 80s thing, unlike something like Stranger Things, which came after, or Drive, that was around the same time, this feels like they're putting the 80s on there as almost an excuse to kind of cover up the weak bits. You know, don't worry, that was intentional because we, you know, because it's the 80s, just like the 80s.
Yeah.
Do you think so, Jim? Or I can hear you winding up
no,
for
I think it's just they went for a particular soundtrack because they like it.
But it wasn't
actually kind of works quite well with the movie, even though it's not 80s set.
Yeah, but it was
kind of
yeah. Go on, sorry.
I think it is just like it is obviously a design choice. So, you know, we like these particular sounds, and the music, you know, they drop in a good mix of original stuff and sort of some of the 90s stuff in there as well. But it all just sort of fits quite well. I think it does give the movie a vibe in the same way as it does in you just said what it's called. Drive, not Rush. Yeah. Drive. The film about driving, admittedly. It's not as stylized as Drive.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm trying to watch which one came first.
I will Google it while you talk.
But no, I think it's not kind of an essential bit of, like, it's not really 80s nostalgia. I think it's more of just a musical choice. In the same way as, like, you know, say Pulp Fiction, there's a lot of sort of 60s and just like 70s stuff, but the film's contemporary. Yeah, I think it's more kind of like that, of kind of, I want to make a film with these cool tunes in it.
I think it also adds to the John Carpenter sort of angle, because there is that bit at the end of the film when they're being chased, and there's that, you know, that sort of it's that. It sounds very much like it goes Halloween theme tune.
It does go full Halloween towards the end. Drive was 2011. Guest was 2014. So there you go. I was just going to say before I move to you, Elton, but I was just going to say, Jim, that it wasn't just the music. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't just the music. It was the synth. Sure, but also the high school setting, everything whenever they're outside of the, you know, the quote real world, they're in houses, it's all bright red neons and bright pinks and fuchsias, and everything's kind of very super saturated. The sort of thing that Joel Schumacher would do with Batman and Robin. You know, just what light would you like, Joel? All of the lights. What color? Yes. You know, it's just throwing all on the screen.
Saturated. Super saturated. What, like Dan Stevens in a steamy shower? Is that what you mean?
What, sir? What? Don't you distract me with a good time. Sir. Anyway, so Elton, what about you? Did you find the nostalgia vibe sort of worked with it, or like me, you felt it kind of just was stuck on as opposed to baked in?
I have to admit, I think it was more baked in with it, because you just mentioned it's everywhere. It's everywhere. With when you're inside a house, there's a lot of wood paneling around the house.
Yeah.
There's also exposed brick as well. and very dark brick, and so that screams 80s as well. And I think it is just where it lives. I quite like it. It feels, it's warming. It makes you feel more at home in these homes because it gives you that little nostalgia vibe, not because of 80s films, but because you lived it. You were there. You had wood paneling in your house at some point. Something you always had something brown in your house, and it was always there.
Steady.
No, not that.
We're back to the pheasant.
But I hadn't noticed the font on the poster, so that's new on me. So I'm looking at that now. I guess that leans into it.
If you look at the poster for the fog,
that's the same, isn't it? Yeah, like flashes of knives in this as well, and it just has all those beats. And even towards the end, there was moments where I'm thinking, okay, this is either Terminator or Enter the Dragon. I can't exactly work out what one it is, but it's kind of mixing them both up all at the same time.
Yeah.
But I quite like it for it. I don't think it does it it's not too hard on the nose that you're like, oh my goodness me, you're repelled by it at all.
It's not like the thing where you got, you do see sometimes, oh, it's the 70s, so look, here's a kid on a space hopper going to work.
Yeah.
While wearing a Bee Gees t-shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
With a flock of seagulls haircut.
Yeah.
While Tears for Fears plays. Yeah. Yeah, gotcha.
So I don't think it pushed it too much, but it was modern enough. All the cars don't seem too modern, but it felt like today, as far as I was concerned. I must admit, with the music, I hardly noticed it.
Yeah.
I honestly hardly noticed it.
Right.
So maybe that was part of the tapestry that they had woven with like the setting and the music and the themes of it as well. So maybe it just worked too well for me. But I did definitely feel it.
Cool.
Well, if you feel it but you don't notice it, I think they've got the balance right.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, that's fucking told me, you three. Thanks very much. Shut up, Midcoff. Sit down and know your place. Yeah. Okay, well let's get to the plot then. I mean, I think Elton, you said you kind of drifted off it.
Okay, can I?
And Darren had the problem with Lance Reddick, so I think we're all around the same spot. But yeah, go on, go for it.
So the way I see this is he turns up at this house of a former colleague that's been killed, and he turns up at the family's house.
Yeah.
And integrates with them immediately, and he's welcomed open arms, and it was all of a sudden picking up the daughter and taking her to parties and picking up the son and going in to see the teachers. It's too quick for me. He's too well embraced into it. And then all of a sudden it turns into the Bourne Identity where his bosses are now like, we know where he is. Let's go find him. And that's where it sways for me a little bit. It's a bit too, you've got like this 80s aesthetic, and then all of a sudden it wants to shift into the 2000s immediately. And it feels a little bit uneven, a little bit rocky, and that transition doesn't quite work. But I can't work out why. I can understand why he killed for guns, because he wants guns, because he's a soldier. Mm-hmm. But then just killing the family. I just don't understand the motive behind it.
Right. Okay. Well, I think we're kind of crossing over with my problem and Darren's thing about Lance Reddick's explanation of everything. Darren, do you want to go for your bit then?
Yeah. well, just to kind of answer.
Well, I think he's all
Elton's
tied. Yeah, I was
query.
going to say I think he's all tied into the same thing, really. But yeah, go on.
Right. Okay. And this is, I mean, my brain's doing a little bit of connecting the tissues together, which really you shouldn't have to do.
No.
But if I've got to say anything about that, I would say that knowing the brother who was on the same program as him,
Yeah.
when he died, he's taken that information about the family when he's escaped, and he's gone and used that as a good excuse for hiding out there and for fooling them into thinking that it's, he was just like a regular, he's like one of their son's best mates, and they went off on operations together and that in the army.
Yeah.
And they're just there to serve a purpose of him staying out of the reaches of whatever government agency or company is looking for him. So, because that's why he kills them at the end. When they find out, you see every time they're getting close to him, he's ready to take them out. Like that bit in the kitchen when the daughter accuses him of not being on the level with them. You see him pull out that knife, and he stands there just kind of like nonchalantly holding it. And like any minute now, is he going to reach out and slice it? Cut all their throats with it. So he's quite good with a blade, as we've seen. So yeah, I would say that they were just there to help him hide out, and he wasn't that invested in them as people.
But why
That was
kill
it.
them?
Because then he can't be traced. Well, this is it.
Hold on. Would you like me to pass you the book, Dal? Hold on. I've got. We haven't had this book for a while. Hold on. There's a page. It's first page. Hold on. I'm just getting a. Let's just have a look through.
Go on then. Go on then.
Page 1,
Yeah.
chapter 1, line 1. Shut up. That's why.
No, I think
It's a means.
the boss
he's
does
a,
give
they're a
it. Does
means
give
to
an
an
answer.
end.
He's been under this program to train him to be this killing
Oh
machine.
yeah, they do explain it. Yes,
Yeah,
they do.
and
actually put an
basically,
explanation
if
in
his cover is blown, he is programmed to
Clear up all loose
contain
ends,
the
wasn't it?
information casualties, i.e., kill anyone who knows.
Yeah.
There you go.
And that's why he's just, I'm sorry about this, but it's just it is like his programming. He has to do it.
If there
Ever
was
so
any-
sorry.
yeah,
Ever so sorry, but just the way it goes.
because that's what he says, isn't it? He says if there was any other way.
So that was the line that I missed then.
Well, it wasn't just that, because that's what I thought Darren was alluding to with the Lance Reddick line, where basically
No, that's not. It's his line is when he comes out and says, "So he was part of a secret military program." It's like, oh no. Why did you say that, Lance? Why? What did you
Yeah.
say that for? You've kind of no.
Well, that's
That's like saying magic is real in EastEnders. It's like, oh, we've had 25 years of this soap opera, and now magic's what?
Mm.
Yeah, and Bigfoot goes walking through Albert Square. It's like, no, this is no.
because the thing
no.
was, it's all tied, but it's all tied into the same conversation. Is that he just turns up, and this is where the wheels come off for me. That after Micah Monroe calls the army, and it goes, speak to Agent KFC, or whatever the fuck they were called.
KFC.
Yeah,
He's
like,
finger licking
I
good.
see, boy.
Made with a secret blend of herbs and spices.
yeah, exactly. He has the 11 herbs and spices. Move in. The colonel will not be happy. No. So it's like when they do that, when they pull that trick of like, oh, by the way, here's Agent X of a planet, of a government agency so super secret that even the writers doesn't know what they're all about. And he suddenly rocks up and he's like, "Yeah, we got to get him. We got to kill everyone and get him. Send everyone you've got." And then like one car rolls up. It's like, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is being done on the cheap, and this is like a lastminute.com kind of vibe. And when he went after the gunfight and he picks up Micah Monroe, he literally does everything that Darren says, which is he was part of a top secret government agency, blah, 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 and just spills the whole fucking lot out. And then says he's programmed to clear up after himself if he's discovered. Which is, and it's like, okay, so you're a government agent, super secret, if this gets out, this is a circle of trust between you and me, get me on a plane and all this sort of thing. Oh, hello, random waitress who I've just picked up. I'm going to spill the entire plot to you. It's like, hold on, what, Lance, weren't you previously 5 minutes ago chewing out your mate at the KFC organization, saying that nobody other than you two need to know about any of this?
Yeah.
And now
if
you're
anybody finds out about it, they'll be hell to pay.
They'll be held to be. Now, let me explain it to this random waitress in the middle of fucking nowhere. And that feels very 80s. That feels very much like we have to explain everything. And he just goes, Pwah, without any understanding of the fact that 5 minutes ago the scene said he's not going to tell anyone about anything. And it never goes any further than that. It just it's just like here's an excuse for him to go on a rampage now.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm with you, because I was kind of along for the ride with the psychotic Uncle Buck thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that's it. That's all we need. We need him to be dangerous and the family not like it and turn against him. But him being, him actually being part of, knowing the son and having to do the right thing. However, and say, I love you, I love you, I love you to all the people, then leave. But they've kept him here because they've got grief issues and all sorts of stuff. He makes the world a better place for them. But unfortunately, them keeping him on means that all of his bad stuff follows him along.
Yeah.
That would have been perfectly acceptable. Then to suddenly inject this kind of Temu fucking Nick Fury rocking up going, by the way, super secret, can't tell you anything, but here's the entire plot. Let's have a gunfight in the fucking middle of a school. It all just goes for me.
I think one of the reasons they kind of don't dismiss him, and it's only like one person does it, is because he's far too useful. I mean, look at all that awkward shit he kind of helps deal with, right? Goes into the school, faces up to the headmaster and, like, I'll deal with this, don't worry about it. Deals with the school bullies as well, fucking probably goes around the house with a Hoover as well at some point, just expertly, killing the dust and what have you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
but that's...
yeah. It's because there's jobs that they can't be bothered doing, and he's like, oh, he is a bit useful, isn't he? Can you get that box off you can get the box off the top shelf. Fantastic. Cheers, mate. Thanks.
But that's what I'm saying, is that, I don't know, Jim, how are you feeling about this? Because I'm just going off one. Go.
On one hand, I would have preferred if he had gone down the more Hitcher route, where it's left ambiguous as to who and what he is.
Yeah.
But that wasn't where the film was going, so I will take off my backseat driving hat. I think it is sort of clunky, but I'd say it's probably more pulpy than clunky, if you know what I mean. I think it goes from, at the first half, it's like psychological thriller, and then in the last act, it goes into kind of full on, an action, sort of horror action hybrid.
Yeah.
I think it probably could have gone a bit further than it did. But then again, having watched it a second time, it is I think they did enough. I think there's a danger of going over the top,
right?
and if you're in an 80s idiom, in a very Sly Stallone fashion, literally over the top,
Yeah.
or you go like, or if you pardon the phrase, go commando, where you have him killing hundreds of people and it just doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think I kind of like they kept it within a realistic framework. It's a slightly fantastical story. There's still you're still putting in the dark of what the hell were they trying to do to this guy.
Yeah.
But I think so. On balance, I think I'm glad they just kept it where it was.
Yeah.
But as I say, I think there's certainly is a great film to be made about a charismatic stranger who isn't all he's meant to be. But that film has been made before several times in different genres.
Yeah. I think the question I have is pretty much like Elton's, and Elton, back me up if you feel I'm going off the trolley with this one, but it's like, what was his actual game plan until Lance Reddick turns up? What was he actually trying to do? Because we know he gets activated by basically being outed, and then suddenly it's like, okay, he's got to kill everyone. But prior to that, he's still doing something.
I think he's just trying to integrate into that family and maybe take. It's like Single White Female, isn't it? Is that the right film reference?
I don't know. I've only seen Single White Female once, and I wasn't watching it for the plot.
I think he's just trying to cuckoo himself into that family.
Was he though? Because I mean, I got the feeling that if the guy had turned around, and said, "No, okay, fine, you're out," would he have left?
Yeah, because his cover wasn't blown.
Yeah, I think he would have. I think it was just it's trying the easiest way to go to ground. That's it, and to just not be walking around just like, just get yourself integrated into a community under a false name, just because you are hiding from whoever it is that's chasing him, whoever this shadowy organisation was. I think they made Lemsip or something, just those guys.
KFC, I told you.
Yeah, KFC, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's focus on the positive then. Jim, you're the most positive on this one. I mean, what was the highlight for you? What was the thing you really, really dug this time round?
I just quite like the fact it's quite a small scale story, and it's kind of got that kind of. It feels genuinely small town. I know this is a trope we see a lot in American fiction of, it's just a quiet little town, but it's all these towns are often a bit Red October. You know what I mean? They turn out to be like fucking giant city hospitals and huge demo blocks. It's kind of, this isn't a small town, is it anymore? This isn't Bailey Falls like It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
Whereas this, I think, even like the 80s look, you get that impression of somewhere that stood still in time a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, from my hometown when we were growing up, we used to have a joke that the Darlington didn't get the 1960s; it just did the 50s twice.
Nice.
And a lot of small towns are like that, and it's kind of it's what a lot of people get wrong with when they're doing set decorations in period, because they always go for what year we're in? Well, get all the stuff from that year. When the reality is actually probably a couple of decades worth of old stuff still there that's been slowly replaced organically.
Yeah.
But what I really liked watching it this time, though, knowing where it was going, is watching from the start that Dan Stevens' performance.
Yeah.
And the way his expression can just suddenly just change like a cloud across the sun.
Yeah.
It can just suddenly flick, and they can flick back.
It changes really without changing.
Yes, it's really good. It's really good.
Yeah, the bit when the son kind of fesses up what the daughter's been doing, and you just constantly
Yeah.
close up on him as he realizes the game's up.
Yeah.
You know, that Micah Monroe had checked him out, found he wasn't there, you know, all this sort of thing. And he just does this kind of like gets darker and darker and darker and then darker, and then he goes all the way back to smiling. He's like, "Yes, I'm your friend." He's like,
Mhm.
"Oh, kid, you've done fucked up. You've done fucked up."
Like I say, that bit in the kitchen with the knife, where
Mm.
he's standing there, he's got it in his hand and just kind of just using it, and he leans on it at one point as they're talking. It's like,
Mm.
am I going to have to start using this in 2 seconds?
Captain stabbing.
And this is why I think he should have been playing. I mean, I know the film wasn't much cop anyway, but as a choice of actor to play the role, he should have been the one playing the role of Roland in the fucking Dark Tower.
Oh.
Him.
Right?
Right?
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no context for that. But yes, I'll
It's
take your
just-
word for it.
Yeah, the Stephen King novel, the way he describes Roland, it's he's got the eyes of a killer, and it's just like that's how I imagine Roland to be. Just the way that Dan Stephen plays it in The Guest,
What, those dreamy
that's
eyes?
and the steamy shower. What? Oh, Sushi, sir.
Oh, sir. Oh, sir.
Do you think?
Oh,
do you think there's like somebody follows Dan Stevens down the road when he's walking with a dry ice fucking jet, so he could just walk through dry ice all the time?
Yeah. Yeah.
His eyes are like lakes, and I just want to swim in them.
Oh, steady.
Indeed.
Steady on. Your eyes are like pools of mud. Yeah. So, yeah. What about you? And I mean, you said you were with it for a while. How long? What were you digging, sir?
I think it's the quick flip once. What's his face turns up, as you said.
Lance Reddick.
Lance Reddick turns up, and I love that guy. I think he's awesome in everything that he does.
Yeah.
But it goes more comic book from that point.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel quite attached to the story you've just seen in the first half.
Yeah.
And then you have like the chase for him. Then he starts just I personally still think randomly murdering people. You know, the mum who's really looked after him up until that point. He just knifes her in the heart.
Yeah.
He does say sorry beforehand.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, that's
Wait.
okay then.
But it's like, fuck you know. I know your house is getting shot up and you're crawling around. And that looks really bad as well when he was crawling around with that rucksack on his back. The bullets are flying in. And Lance Reddick, he's like, cover me for 15 seconds while I run in there. And his mate shoots for 5 seconds. He's like, okay, what about the other cover? Are you going to be covering me anymore? And the way that these guys tactically invade this house is fucking comical.
He doesn't even do this for 15 seconds, does he?
No.
Yeah. It's like 7 seconds at most.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't be bothered.
It was the fact that like they had any other way to go through the door except they came all through the same fucking window.
Yeah.
It's like, let's go through this window. Crunch, crunch. Oh, I've been shot in the foot. Oh, I've been shot in the head. Okay, next person. Crunch, crunch. Oh, he's got me in the same way. Curse your inevitable betrayal.
Wait, was that house made of paper?
It did feel like it, yeah.
Yeah.
But the way that the deaths get so blasé towards the very end. So at the very beginning, when he starts off subtly, you know, just giving the kids a bit of a hiding in the pub. And even that is, you know, there's bottles broken over, and it's got that stylistic vibe to it of some sort of Korean martial artist film, where every punch is hyper exposed and
Sounds
just
like a car
slightly-
door.
Yeah, just slightly faster than what you'd actually be able to do it in real life.
Yeah.
And then you get to one of my favorite moments is in the quarry
Yeah.
with the two guys where he's buying the guns and
Mm.
you don't quite trust David, but you also trust him a little bit as well.
Mm.
So you don't know where to lie. And the guys,
It's the dreamy eyes. That's what it does.
it is, yes. I'm still splashing around.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be a rolling joke. This is. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Welcome
Maybe
to
we can
Dan Club.
replace-
First rule of
Maybe
Dan
we
Club:
could,
do not talk about Dan Club.
Yeah.
Maybe we actually replace "shut up." That's why we just like a flash of
Dreamy
Dan
eyes.
Stevens walking out of a steamy shower.
Yeah.
It's like, what were we talking about?
Yeah.
It's like the Men in Black flashy thing. That's what it is.
There's a lot of steam around me, and Dan's just walked past me as well. So I don't know why I'm in. Why am I in this room? I don't know.
I don't know.
But
Next thing I know, I was pregnant.
but
I'm in a
Yeah.
sauna in Dartford. And, oh, hello, Dan Stevens. What are you doing here? I am everywhere. There's steam.
Dan Stevens.
Oh, excellent! Yes, yes. Copyright that now. Get a copyright on that now.
Stick it in an envelope. Post it myself. Yeah.
Dan
Go on, carry on, Elton.
Stevens.
sorry, in the quarry where he's
Yeah.
buying the guns, and the guy that he's buying the guns from, and the guy that he's met at the party as well, and you're like, something's not quite right here, but I'm quite enjoying what's going on here.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's just upfront about it. He's like, well, I'm just gonna kill you guys. I'm like, oh fuck, is he really gonna do that?
Yep.
And he just takes them both out, and he does that thing of letting the other guy run away. It was very much like Inglorious Bastards at the very beginning, where he let the girl go and he had the gun, but he actually did the shooting this time round. You're like,
Yep.
oh, okay. And that felt very clinical. That hit that was.
Yeah.
And even though I didn't quite I don't know what side I was on at that time. I kind of respect it because it was a gun seller. So it's kind of, well, okay, there's no honor amongst thieves, so that's fine. But then, like, once you get, like, the tactical guys turning up, and they just get wasted, and there's blood flying all over the place, and it's, okay, now we're getting into silly season. Then you go into a hall of mirrors, and you're like, oh, my God, no, this has gone one step too far. And then he I'm sorry. The way he fucking dies.
Yeah.
With a thumbs up, like Terminator 2. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah. You did the right thing.
Can I just say for a moment now, I kind of zoned out when Elton mentioned Dan Stevens and guns. Because I imagine Dan Stevens' guns. His actual guns that we see when he walks out of a steamy shower.
Yep.
Dan Stevens' gun show.
Yeah, his gun show. Yes, look at the guns.
Yes. Anyway, I feel like I've opened Pandora's box here. I really do.
Pandora's shower you.
Yeah.
Dandora.
Dandora's box. Oh Jesus! Here we go again. You join us today, ladies and gentlemen, at the birth of a new internal meme and running joke.
Yep.
Welcome to the Dan Stevens Hour. Yeah.
Ooh, Dan Stevens.
Oh, good Lord.
What's that Radio 1 DJ?
Gary Davies.
Gary Davis's bit in the middle. There we go. Dan
Yeah.
Stevens' bit in the middle.
Dan Stevens bit in the middle. Nice. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, the finale was the bit that just did me. I was just like, yeah, we've gone off reservation now. It's gone.
Yep.
It's gone silly. But I what I kind of liked, just to focus on the positive for a moment, was the people who died off screen who we never even see. So, and it's really funny because you just sort of like, you got the dad going, oh, this guy's got a degree, he hasn't got the experience, but he's got a degree, so he's above me. And
the dad's supervisor.
yeah, my supervisor. And then it's like,
I'm not saying you should kill him or anything, but he got the job when I should have got it.
yeah, he got the job when I should have got it. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, he's dead. But I got a new job.
Bob's fucked. Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. And that's when I wrote down Jack Reacher, Uncle Buck, the Hitcher.
Uncle Buck.
Yeah.
Wow. That's the version where Uncle Buck uses the tire iron on Bug, and actually that's why he's in the actual
well,
the boot
I
of
tell
his
you
car,
what,
because he's dead.
I tell you what.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Uncle Buck and that bit when he goes in Buck Melanoma, Moldy Russell's wart, and he talks to the teacher.
Yeah.
And he basically gives the teacher what for. That scene is exactly like Dan Stevens going to sue the sue the school. It's exactly the same fucking scene. And he's just like, okay, I'm down with that. That's cool. And that's why I thought this is it. This is a brilliant movie, because it's like, he's a psychopath, but he's doing all these bad things because he's somehow twisted enough to uphold the concept of looking after his buddy's family.
Yeah.
And I thought that was great. And then Micah Monroe would kind of discover all this. She'd turn against him, and then there would be the conflict. The Lance Reddick just turning up going, I would like a conservatory payment. We are not going to have anything else going on. What am I doing here? Don't know. What is this company? Don't know. What does it do? Haven't a clue.
Don't care.
But between me and you, I'm going to get paid well for a day's worth of work. Now, let's just get on a plane, fly there, and get shot. Thank you. And it was just like, what the fuck is... What the fuck is this? It was just a bizarre left turn. I think you could have had the whole film play out exactly the same. Just take the fucking super secret base out, super secret team of government organization that's so big it's got thousands of people in this building, but apparently only 2 people know about this special thing. It was just so weirdly, randomly odd,
which is why I kept referring to it as the Bourne Identity, because that's what it felt like.
Yeah. But the Bourne Identity introduced Treadstone and all that kind of stuff as part of the actual main plot.
Yeah, it did.
As opposed to the first 10 and to the last 10 minutes of the film, because someone's got to shoot at him and start a fight.
We need some guns.
Yeah. I'm here to tell you that what I'm doing is earning enough money to go on holiday. Now, please. What the hell was that? Ah, that was weird. I don't suppose you heard that.
No.
My browser just suddenly started playing rumbling subharmonics at me for some reason.
I thought I heard a buzz.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's all right.
Anyway. Yeah, Jim, how did you feel about Lance Reddick earning some cash and going home?
Well, sometimes he's kind of in danger of becoming a Colonel Troutman character. And I do kind of think, I mean, I like the film as it is, but you could have cut him out.
Yeah.
As I said, it's kind of, I think leaving it more ambiguous would have been preferable to me. I mean, I like Lance Reddick anyway as an actor. I think he's got marvelous presence, so I go with it. And it never goes full Troutman. I'm going to bring my boy home and all that crap. Yeah. He's more like, I fucked up. I've got to put this fucking dangerous toy back in this box.
Yeah.
But it's kind of, I say you could edit him out and it wouldn't really matter. I like edit out, but just slim his scenes down a bit,
Mm.
or just have him be a bit more equally mysterious.
Yeah.
Because you can imply that he's the product of a government experiment. You don't have to tell us.
No. Yeah, exactly. Cool. Okay. So overall, guys, round it all up. I mean, thumbs up, thumbs down. Sad as that might seem. I mean, I overall I enjoyed it, but I found it a little weak towards the end. What about you, Dal? Any
Yeah,
last
no,
thoughts?
it's still a definite thumbs up from me.
Cool. Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Lovely. Cool. And Jim?
Definite thumbs up from me. I think it's a fun little movie.
Cool. And Elton, I mean, after all of your misgivings, would you still recommend it? This film?
I think once again having a little talk about it has helped a lot. So yeah.
We should rename this Elton's film therapy sessions.
What do you mean you don't like this? Listen to me.
Listen to me.
I'm going to tell you why you're wrong.
I'm Lance Reddick, and I'm just here to take some money, and I'm going to go home.
While you're watching Dan Stevens in the shower, I'm just going to sneak out the back and build a conservatory with this money. I'm actually building a conservatory out of money. Yes.
I would like to drive 400 miles on a flat tire. that will keep me out of this movie for a good 15 minutes of my 30 minutes of runtime. Right. Cool. Okay. Well, if there's nothing else anybody would like to bring up, I think we shall move along, if that's okay.
No, I think I'm good.
Cool. Okie dokie. And out there to you listening, if there is anything you'd like to bring up, if you've seen the guest, or you have some thoughts about that, or how steamy, dreamy Dan Stevens is, then by all means, send in feedback. Send it in via email to feedback@blackdogpodcast.com, or jump on the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/the Black Dog Podcast, and leave a message underneath the episode. Right. I think we'll wrap it up there. Before we get to the usual Pimp's Corner, Jim, it's your pick, sir. So what have you got for us this time? And if it's witchcraft, I'm hanging up and I'm going to re-record the ending.
No, I do have a list of films to do for this show.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes some of them are even on streaming at the time.
Wow.
Who
knew?
I've gone for a film that I realised a lot of my films are like fairly heavy going. So I've gone for one that is quite dark but intriguing.
Okay.
I have seen it before a few years ago, and I think it's very, very interesting. I would really, really suggest don't go into it blind. Don't know anything about this movie.
Okay.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
And now there is two films with the same name, annoyingly.
Okay.
And this one is from, I believe, 2015. Let me just double check.
Barbie?
No. Oh, we're not done Barbie. No, we're not doing Barbie. Yeah, it's from 2015. There is another film with the same title from 2020, but that's not the one we're doing. It's called The Invitation.
The Invitation.
And I would say it's a dark thriller mystery.
Oh, with Logan, what's his name?
Yes, that's
Logan.
the one.
Yes. I saw the trailer for this when it first came out, but I haven't seen the film itself. Interesting. Okay.
Yes, I think it'll be a good one for us. I think it'll generate some discussion.
Okay.
But I say, don't just go into it blind.
Mm-hmm.
To, avoid any sort of hint of. It's about a dinner party. That's all you need to know. Don't find anything else out.
Okay, that's cool. And it's the 2015 one.
Yes, the 2015 one, and it is on Amazon Prime.
And it has that Logan Marshall guy who, if I'm not mistaken, was the sulky dude in Prometheus, and and got the worm in the eye, and he was also the guy with the robot in his head in Upgrade.
That's it. Yes.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. Well, I'm gonna assume the answers, but I'll ask anyway. Darren, have you seen The Invitation before?
No, not at all.
Okie dokie. And Elton?
I don't think so. No.
Right.
2015. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
If you
Hang on.
Yeah.
What one? What one? Oh
It
no, there's
should-
a
it
4-minute video. No.
no, there's one that says Invitation, The Invitation with Logan Marshall, and then there's another one where there's a thumbnail on Rotten Tomatoes of what appears to be a very cheesy vampire movie.
No,
not
I
that
don't
one.
think
That
I've
one's
seen
quite fun,
this.
but that's not the one we're doing.
No. Okay. So, I'm guessing you haven't seen it, Elton.
No, I don't think so. No.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, well, I haven't either. So we are all going in blind, barring Jim. So he's set the trap. He's set the trap. What is it going to be like? Well, we will find out next week, I guess. So, yeah. Okay. Well, we'll be back for not next week because we're off next week. Sorry, that was my mistake. We are off for the week of the 26th, 27th and through, because I'm off because I'm the carer for Carol in a gallbladder operation, which is happening. And Darren, you're off busy elsewhere, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Well, you did say so. I was hoping you'd say yes.
Yes,
But
I
there
am.
you go. Right, brilliant.
Doing things, mysterious things.
You are doing things, mysterious things. So we will be back on the 3rd, Tuesday, the 3rd of February. Fucking February already. It's mad. Yeah, so we'll be back on the 3rd of February with The Invitation 2015 version, not any other version. Jim,
Yes.
over on Pimp's Corner, what's going on Hypnagoria.com?
Let me put my brain into gear. Yes, this week I've got a reading of a murder mystery story for a bit of a
Okay.
change.
Mhm.
And also, all going well, there'll be a new commentary club on a rare British kaiju movie,
All right.
Gorgo from 1961, which
Oh, good
is
Lord.
a lot of fun.
For a second, I thought you were going to say Terror of the Zygons and the Loch Ness Monster thing that looks like a sock puppet with googly eyes. Yes. Cool. Okay. And that's over on Hypnagoria.com. Yeah.
It is indeed.
Lovely jubbly. And what about you, Elton? What's happening over at Rogue 2?
It's quite quiet at the moment. Needs some spring cleaning, so there's nothing coming out just yet. But I'm sure give it a couple of weeks, and there'll be something there.
Lovely. Okie dokie. Right, and there's nothing from me because I am currently bereft of inspiration for drawing, painting, or anything. So even if I post on something like Blue Sky, it's just to go, everything's fucking horrible. Which is kind of my general vibe at the moment. So, congratulations. You caught me in a slightly upbeat mood. So, yeah, don't bother with looking for me for anything. Darren, anything going on?
Nah.
Right, there you go. So, thank you very much for listening. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Darren. Thank you, Elton.
No problem.
And thank you all for listening. Thank you all for your support. And as ever, send feedback into the usual channels. You know that. And we will see you in 2 weeks' time when we'll be back with The Invitation. Until then, take care. Tatty bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ta-da.
Here it is. My most likable song ever. Coca-Cola, lipstick ring, go dance all night, dance all night. I've got dancing legs. Woo! I've got dancing legs. and playing won't stop me dancing. Kiss me, kiss me, lipstick Ringo, that's the way you like it.
This is your most likable song ever.
Yeah.
People will love it.